here.
But you split the panel.
It's all on you now.
Yeah, I'll go with PSG.LGD. I think this is a strong lineup. Nothing against the Chronosphere. No real saves, Lina. I just love this hero in the mid-late game.
Especially with a Chrono that she can enable with. Clearly, China's just throwing a curveball. They know that the DPC is done. Everyone's watching them. They're like, let's just pick something weird. Let's pick something fun. Let's have a good game number 2 with Black and B Cup.
Ready to go? Game number 2 should be a fun one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like the tune.
The tune in our minds, I assume, because there's no music. I think we had a good dance, though.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys want to copy it.
Cat jamming.
At home. Yeah. Pretty much. Just cat jamming.
Anyway, this draft looks pretty bad from ViCi.
But they always seem to make it work.
Yeah, that's why I also went with them. Like, I want to see what Mr. Old 11 can make happen here with this Lycan. Like, his Brood owning game 1. I'm sure that, like, if their last bit is here like this, they must have some sort of idea.
Right.
Which I don't think is as simple as, yeah, I'm going to Wolf Bite my
30 seconds.
Lifestealer. And
I
that's
feel
it.
like it could be that it could be that simple.
I mean, that would be pretty disappointing to me. I thought there's like a grand plan, you know?
Maybe there is. It's the bite
Hey, look,
into
look, look.
refresher.
No.
Into
He's going to go and quote me on that later if you want to. He's going to go full right click because the offlane carry meta is back, in China at least. CKs, Brood Mothers,
The battle begins.
Lycans now,
Okay.
Bristlebacks.
What if? Now hear me out.
Hearing you out.
You go Ags refresher.
He already has Armor queued up, okay?
Not immediately, but you bite Lifestealer, and you bite Treant, who's gonna build into right click here,
Yeah.
and he'll get that extra.
Can somebody
lifesteal.
remove this person from his room, please?
You know, it'd be cool.
Clockwork is potentially gonna be in trouble here. But they scout out the Leon. What is Y doing there? He's just chilling.
Why not?
I like to chill.
How's this lane gonna go for ViCi? Up top, you've got Jinkyu on the Snapfire, Poyoyo on this lifesteal with DY. DY's going first level into the Nature's Grasp.
It should be pretty simple, to be honest, for Lifesteal to sustain here. Like, you shouldn't have a whole lot of problems sustaining yourself against a Legion Commander. Once your levels go higher, should be even easier. This mid lane, we have seen Lash do really well, actually, most of the time. Whereas I actually think it should be Lina favored by quite a bit. Not if you miss three creeps on the tower, though. Nothing to say. You're 12k,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Gotta be hitting them consistently.
Gotta be hitting those creeps, man. But it's also Ori. Ori is a scary guy.
He's grown to be more consistent this season. It's something that I think early on, and even in Season 1, he found himself in a bit of a slump in terms of consistency. Not to say that he's a bad player by any means, but you know, there were a lot of games where he felt very hit or miss. Even on heroes like TA, where you feel like he's probably one of the best TAs in the region, he was still not performing to what I would say would be Ori standards.
Yeah, Syncue potentially in trouble here. But no, didn't skill each seed. But yeah, I agree with you. Ori was always a standout player. He was a little bit quiet, but he was never bad. Lion getting cocked up.
Yeah, caught here by Y for a moment with Battery Assault going in, but he's got the heal from the Treant.
Yeah, I quite like this dual lane because the Wolves obviously also tank the Battery Assault. So no one here should ever really be in danger of dying.
Yeah. And we'll have to see as the game goes on as well how he's going to use those Wolves. Will we see him scout more? Will they have the opportunity to make jumps? Do you see someone like DY get an earlier blink for those blink overgrowths if they want to have that kind of vision? They got the
A little bit of
Earth
trouble
Spike.
here.
Y getting run down, goes into the trees, time dilation, and that'll send PYW and Old 11 back.
Yep, dealing 5 damage per second. Very scary.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh,
killed.
and they got the
I'll say.
Void's Courier too. Nothing on it though.
Deny.
At least taking it out of the equation for now.
Yeah, and Clock is stealing the rune from Lashrak away. Well played. Super annoying when supports do that. Hate that. Should get bad.
So far, 0-0, but Legion's got a good amount of CS, so does that. Nothing to say, Lina. And they've got another Earth Spike Battery Assault battle of the supports going on, and that'll shortly break up.
Lina's out of region now as well. Still has her bounty rune though, so should be going back to respectable levels. Oh wow, he lost both his wards and his region.
Yeah.
That's a big courier pick up.
Desperately want.
For sure. And Lycan now has his helm picked up. His region will skyrocket to like 11 per second. So it's pretty much untouchable in this lane. And he is having 13 denies HD on this Lycan.
Are those mainly creep denies though, or wolf denies?
Probably a little bit of both.
Like, I wonder how many of those denies are really...
He's 300 ahead of the Void though, in terms of net worth. There's not an easy Void lane to farm in, because the wolves actually do deal quite a bit of damage.
Bottom lane again, time dilation, but nothing more coming out of that. Things very quiet early on.
Yeah. Lina farming very well for herself. A little bit ahead of the Leshrac, as you would expect. But once the Lash is 6, that should also be equalizing, no problem.
So see if Nothing to Say wants to be mobile. Now having this Laguna Blade, having that burst damage, both teams having their own bit of nukes. As you know, PYW, when he hits 6, he'll have the finger too, but he's only level 2 at the moment. He's got not a lot of experience going his way, but neither does any support at the moment.
There's potentially a kill top also, because Lifesteal didn't skill any points into rage. So it's not that hard to kill him. And they did scout out the stacks with a ward. We'll see if they want to try to make any moves on that as well.
Was Faith Beyond picking up here, going to that armlet first. We haven't seen much of that from these offlane
Oh, Faith Beyond also going armlet, okay. Both of them are.
Yeah, both offlaners going into that armlet.
I mean, the meta right now is pretty stay lane and be happy. And this helm really helps you a lot. 5 armor, 5 health region. And that's a Lash TP in.
Yeah, it's a TP into a lot of trouble. They've got the LSA, they'll use the Laguna Blade. The Earth Spike is gonna land on a Nothing to Say. He almost has the damage to get a kill here, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and Nothing to Say happy to pick up a regen after using all that mana.
And now they're also trying to steal the stacks away. There's a region rune on the Lina, so I should be able to do it pretty easily.
Dire have vision of this. There's just nothing they can do. They need to try and protect the rest of the stacks. Well, only one there.
Yeah, not that easy, unfortunately. Lina's quite strong.
And gets to that level 7, so now sitting a significant way ahead of this Leshrac. Fate Beyond moving forward, Fire Snap Cookie, but Puyoyo pops that Rage. Still 3 heroes here, and well, nobody to help just yet.
He doesn't have
Infest, and he's just trying to right-click for his life. PYW comes in and lands the stun on the Fate Beyond. Puyoyo 3v1, able to survive the situation, but it's good movements from LGD here that have allowed them so far to be pretty aggressive.
Yeah, very surprising they didn't skill any point into Infest. But the most notable difference here is definitely the Lash against Lina. It's a tough matchup. He died once. Lina has been free farming, found in the Cane Ring as well. Nothing to say. Set up here for a very good game.
Man, 74-9.
The things, I don't know how effective this Lycan is going to be against Lina. Because I think that's what I picked it, is to be able to run on top of him.
If he can avoid being locked down
by Chrono, or Clock, or
it's
Cookies, or Duel. There's lots of ways to lucky though.
That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking like Treant, do you just go straight Blink, have that overgrowth, try and give you that opportunity to go in quick. They've got the Legion in trouble, 3 heroes here, body blocks coming out.
Duel,
from DY under the tower. DY Oh, Faith Beyond gets the kill before they get him.
The tankiness to get under the tower and the level 3 moment of courage also. Bottom lane, like an old pop.
Just to leave. First hit, bash.
Oh my god, he turned the armlet off.
Wait.
He turned the armlet off and died to creep. Or to time dilation, even.
Can we see that again?
Well, that is old 11 in a nutshell, man. Sometimes he's a genius, sometimes he panic presses armlet.
Thank you.
Look at the armlet. He just turns it off and dead.
Off, dead.
I mean, that just looked
Bad.
silly.
Yeah. Up onto the high ground, into the battery assault, Laguna Blade, DY.
Alright.
Not really ready for that kind of damage.
Yeah, they're already 2k heavy
This
on.
is complete turnaround from what we saw from ViCi in the first game.
Yeah. They probably got a little bit too cute for their own sake with that Lycan pick. For now, we don't know what he's gonna do soon. Rampage,
Dire's
maybe.
middle tower
Ooh.
is under attack.
Rampage for the Treant. I see it coming. Earth Spike, split Earth. The Earth is moving, and Poyoyo will get that kill onto Y. Old 11, he is
He has to be
getting a
careful.
lot of harassment at the moment.
Don't turn it
That
on off
arm lane,
again.
he turned it off for a second. I'm getting nervous. Gosh. Whenever I see Old 11's name, I always think of Old Chicken, where he's at right now. They used to play together.
Yeah, is he still playing?
He's not on a team at the moment.
Same.
Although, it's the same.
Exactly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, I'm planning to join a team for TI Open Qualify.
Yeah, I can see it.
You know, I would have.
If there was one.
Yeah. Usually I do that all random Faceit stack. I just sign up as solo and then we lose the first series and I feel like I did something that day.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I mean,
under
nothing is
attack.
something too, so.
Yeah.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
In that regard, you're right. They have... Okay, Sniper sleeping out. They do have Chrono in 2 and have
Duel.
a duel also.
And the Laguna, they've
Right.
got the kill easily on a
Radiant's
Poyoyo.
bottom tower is under attack.
And they have Chrono Snapfire kisses for bottom if they wanna...
Has fallen.
Oh, Chrono.
Oh.
It's on just the Lion.
Yeah, they tried to get the other one as well.
And then he runs into it, but they've got the Nature's Grass coming in at a Jinq. They're going to try and chase.
DY
They've got
is dead.
Scandalous and the Little Shred, but they're getting the kill on the DY. They'll end up taking out 2. A trade Jinq. It's not the best of trades because you've just lost 3 heroes around the map going after Faith. Beyond Old 11, you might want to be careful with this one.
Yeah, you're not winning that one.
Fortified. Dire's middle
Now,
tower
the real
is under
question is,
attack.
what is like the game plan here for VG? I can't really see
Radiant structures are fortified.
when
Dire's
and
middle
what the
tower
timings
has
are.
fallen.
So Lifestealer is also going to an armlet. But, like, who's gonna be your initiator? Who's gonna start the fight? Who's gonna counter-initiate? Like, the support is really poor as well.
Radiant are scanning.
And this game is looking real rough already.
3K behind.
Their team fight also is not great. They have a Legion who can save against the stuns that they have. Lina is massive, like super massive, obese.
7K net worth at this point feels so strong.
Yeah, that's like 600 GPM, which is pretty insane.
Wow.
And Lina plus Void, we have seen it in SEA as well. Once you get into these damage items, you deal a ton of damage. Not looking good for our VG brothers here.
Yeah.
Double smoke though by PSG.LGD. Maybe that's the losing smoke. Because it was double.
Double smoke. Now hear me out.
Hearing you.
Should just be
Wait, Lifestealer.
equal to Invis. Hook shot comes out, gets the rage off. Cogs infest and goes into the wolf. Thinking about going back into this fight. They've got DY coming over. He does have overgrowth, which he'll use. It only hits under the clockwork. Fire Snap Cookie lands on it too. And now they've got the Mortimer's Kisses with the Laguna Blade coming through on a Poyoyo. The damage, is it going to be enough to get the kill here? Faith Beyond hexed up by PYW, giving an opportunity for Poyoyo to leave. Oh,
Dire's top
just in time to save that lifestealer by a fraction of a second.
He was about to whack him with the swords.
Get the duel, too.
That was really close. And they smoke right back at them. Lifestealer is really low, though. He has no armlet.
This is dangerous.
All right, what's the play here? Just walk up?
Walk up. Yeah.
I mean, at least let your Lash do it. He has a Yules.
Yeah. That plan was not well thought out.
No, not at all. But neither was the LGD smoke. Like, they see the lifestealer, and Clock is like, yeah, I'm gonna run in. Oh, I got unsmoked. Oh, he raged. Surprise.
Huh. Seems like a plan like that might have been written on a whiteboard of some sort. That's how well it did there for ViCi.
Run towards Legion Commander.
Step 1,
Hex.
run towards 0.
Press
Step
Hex
2,
on Legion Commander.
Legion leaves. Profit?
No, that's step 3. Step 1 is you have to run in. Step 2 is you have to press Hex.
And you just never get in range.
And when he leaves, then you know. Okay. Unfortunate.
Dire are scanning.
Lycan going treads has Armwood Echo Saber.
I mean, Lycan is...
Strong.
Is he? That's the question. I don't really know where to put this hero right now.
Invisibility.
Is ViCi.LGD the El Clasico of China?
Maybe IG in there somewhere?
Does it depend on the year?
Probably.
Go after DY, Fire Snap, Cookie that lands, the duel coming in, little Shredder, and the Dragon Slave. They've got the damage to get the kill into DY. They'll look over now at this little Shrax. They have the Laguna Blade for the burst damage once again. Mule's up in the air. They're trying to get on the Fate Beyond, but they've got the Mortimer's Kisses as he comes down to Earth. The Hex, Finger, damage. Is it enough? No, it's not. Faith Beyond, he'll survive. Now, he's forced to invest as they get the code to PYW. They'll take out 3 on the side of ViCi. They'll land the LSA without the rage. He's in trouble. It's on cooldown for 8 seconds, and they'll find a 4th.
But all the 11 is there. Finally.
And is this about to be a full team wipe? It looks like it. LSA comes in, he's used that ult, now he's in the cogs, he can't even get 1 kill, and it's a full team wipe here for the side of LGD.
I think it's tip-worthy. He misses the entire team fight, everyone is dead, and he runs in all alone. This game is pretty clowny from VG here, not gonna lie.
Dire's top tower is
Like,
under
they were so
attack.
crisp in game 1. What is this transformation right now? Just everything looks kind of half-hearted, you know what I mean? Like, they're never really committing together to one thing.
Duels up into the air,
Got
maybe
the
they can
clock.
get this.
Oh, he missed the stun.
Did not line it up right. Very uncharacteristic of Ori. LSA lands, still gets the kill, but might die himself. Nothing to say, doesn't want to continue to fight into the Pulse Nova, though.
Okay, still gets that kill. That's a consolation prize. But yeah, these kind of mistakes is not what we expect from them. And this is team fight. Like, where's your damage really gonna come from? It's all on the Lash. If they focus the Lash, which they did, what do you do?
This is what you do. You don't get the kill into Faith Beyond. Like in running. He's trying to get into the fight. And finally, he's here. Oh, look.
I'm here, guys. Let's go.
I made it.
And then he dies, which we didn't want to show.
No.
So it's just a bit embarrassing. They didn't even use Chrono for the fight. Was Void even there? I don't think he was there, right?
I think he was.
Really?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Unneeded.
Well, now he gets an Aegis.
Blink Dagger picked up for the Lion as he looks like he might just die here. Battery Assault. Cogs pushing him back. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in, and they'll slam down onto this line.
Yeah. So still, purely standings-wise, I think it would be better for the Chinese region if LGD wins. Because they're then pretty much guaranteed for TI. Pretty much. There's a chance they're not, but pretty much.
800 out of the 801 needed.
Yeah. Whereas if VG wins, they're at 700.
And
So-
then they'll be at 800.
Who, VG?
I think if ViCi wins, they tie LGD in points.
Yeah, which is 700.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then neither of these teams is locked in for TI, which could potentially be pretty bad for the region. And pretty bad for Elephant, too.
Yule's up into the air, Beyond, ready for the duel. Rage popped, and
He did so much damage.
Looks like the damage might just be too much, but they've got the Earth Spike Laguna Blade that looks to get this kill, but he infests in time and avoids the Laguna Blade. So Pollo able to survive that. They get the Cone of Fate Beyond. The hook shot comes out on the Lycan.
There was a dead clock hook shot.
Yeah. He landed it as he died, and now they've got the Hex on and nothing to say, so this is 3 kills here for ViCi. And a Chrono, all right. Ame coming in, and they're going to get the kill on old 11. They look over at Ori. The chase is on. The Nature's Grasp is slowing enough to make sure that they don't catch Lycan for now. They just need 1 bash, but the Yule's in the run.
Nice double impale.
Well worth it as he blinks away. So he hookshotted as he died, and his just the armor just kind of went flying into.
Yeah, the hook
Lycan.
reached.
Yeah.
It's like, I got that. Like one of those movies. Like
The
alien.
last ditch effort where you just duel
Duel
out on
on.
the line.
Well,
PYW did.
he got destroyed. Like one of those alien movies where one guy like sacrificed himself. I got it.
Like an Independence Day.
Blah, 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 blah. It was a cute fight. Wait, what did he Laguna?
Oh, yo. That was good. Did he?
Oh, he Laguna the
No,
life.
yeah, and then he infested.
There was a last fight. What about this one? Did he also infest dodge this one?
No, he infest dodged the last one, right?
No, not this one, right?
No, he just kind of ate it.
Whereas what Lifesteal is really good at, eating stuff. And now the next fight. Like, all VG can do is really fight. They catch the void. Not the target you want to find.
The hook shot comes in, and now the time walk going after PYW, but he lands the 2-man Earth Spike. They've got the Mortimer Skizz coming down. They might be able to get the kill on a Y.
Duel on the
Meanwhile,
Lycan.
Duel onto the Lycan. Fire Step Cookie. They've got the lockdown with the LSA. They'll get the kill. They'll end up trading 2 for 1 for now. Time walk over, looking at Ori. He's trying to survive. Right clicks in. Overgrowth comes through, and Faith Beyond is dead. GQ drops 2, but they'll finally get Ori. They look over at DY and Pollo. LSA just off the mark. DY goes into the trees, time walk right on top,
Bash.
first hit bash, continuing to walk through these camps, gets the Laguna, Nature's Grasp, and ends up dead.
He's so lucky with those bashes.
Illusion.
He's getting quite a bit.
Alright, what's the neutral item situation here? The Imp Claw is on the Legion Commander. He's like, bro, Void, you ain't getting this. Like, I'm the real carry here. So now he's stuck with a chipped vest. This initiation is pretty, like, worst case scenario for them. He has Aegis, he's a Void, he's very tanky, he has Saint Jasha, jumps into the cock, destroys the lion together with his clock, and they kind of salvage it, the tree and Lash, but it's still not what you're looking for. Like, the Lifestealer, no, not the Lifestealer, the Void survived, and the Lina survived, the 2 big ones that really need shutting down.
But ViCi are starting to put kills on the board. They're getting
Sure.
something out of these fights.
Yeah.
But I say that, like you said, they didn't kill the Lina of the Void, and you look at the net worth,
They're
they're
massive.
both at 12K.
Yeah.
It's disgusting how farm they are.
Absolutely massive. But Ame has thrown games in the past by not building BKB.
Although
he-
I've been going Nullifier,
Yeah.
and he's almost got it. Well,
Wait, as I said, his entire objective
20
this game is right-click the Lina.
right.
That's all he wants to do. Make sure he can heal himself. Because he's going full right-click. Like, he is not very survivable. He will deal a lot of damage. Like a glass cannon. We had a nice discussion about glass cannons on the panel.
They're going to go to the ult on ult 11. They'll come through. They had the Wolves spotting this, and as well as DY coming through, they'll get the kill on a Faith Beyond.
Now that's what they need. That's a good one.
Trying to use that shard with the press the attack to get out.
Yeah. And there's a counter smoke potentially from Lina and Snap.
It's a big pickoff for ViCi. All of a sudden, the net worth lead went from like 5K to 3.
Yeah. Like the supports are pretty decently farmed.
Telling you, dude, you just wolf bite DY.
It's not happening.
He starts outputting massive amounts
He's
of
gonna go
damage.
pure right click, as I said from the beginning.
Treant? Yes.
No. The other guy. So what's a glass cannon, B-Cop? We had a discussion on the panel.
Did you?
Yeah. Cause if it was used in war, you don't want to have a fragile cannon.
No, you don't.
So where's the term coming
When you
from?
shoot one cannonball,
Dyer's top tower is
And
under
it just
attack.
explodes.
and then the cannon breaks.
Yeah, what's the point? So where did the expression come from? That's what we were wondering.
Maybe they tried to build a glass cannon back in the day, and then it broke.
But it's like something you described that deals a lot of damage, but it's very fragile, right?
Okay.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
No, this is not the proper answer. I was doing some research, trying to get you the proper answer, and then all of a sudden I'm reading the first line that they're like, in the Fire Emblem series. I was like, well, that's not the origin.
Potential duel on the line. Okay.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Fake hype. Sorry. There was a really good clockwork rocket though. Scouting out the line, camping there. And now the gold is back to 5k again. What happened?
Illusion.
Map efficiency.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're VG right now, you're pretty damn scared. Because you know that you have a Lycan in the offlane. That doesn't really do much. And neither does Lifestealer. Like, both these heroes are kind of like the same. And they're even itemized in a pretty similar way. Both just pure right click. Now, Void is going Satanic. As I said before, Ame has had a history of not building BKB, and Legion Commander caught again.
Yeah, they've got the stun as well as the figure that comes through into the Legion Commander. They get the Cone of Faith Beyond. Nothing to say he's going to pop that BKB with the hook shot coming through into Poyoyo, and now he's going to go into the jetpack. He'll fly above the world. The cow's gone over the moon on this one, but they've got the duel onto the Viking with the little shred of the right click damage coming in from Ame. They'll get the kill on Old 11. They bought back on Legion for that.
Yeah. At least he gets a duel. Victory. 20 damage for a buyback.
Yeah. Is that worth it?
Probably not.
Well,
Depends, actually.
what is 20 gold worth in gold? Or 20 damage worth in gold?
Well, like 2 Blades of Alacrity, 900. His buyback is 950, so it is not worth it.
That's
Well, I
right.
guess you're missing 2 damage then, so
Well, no, you also get gold from the kill.
true. But who got the kill?
Dyer's bottom tower.
Void got the kill.
Experience.
True. But who got the experience?
He was there.
That's true.
Clockwork has that shard. He's going into the Ags.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Which he'll probably not finish. But here's the real deal. Lina with MKB finished and going into Satanic next. Like, they're all just itemizing into lifesteal and right-click damage because if they can outstand the Lycan as well as the lifestealer, it's super easy for them to win this game. I still have yet to see the power of this Lycan. Remember, Satanic is not dispellable anymore. Once that's up, I don't think Lycan can even fight the Lina 1v1. And then your counter is countered.
Is he, though?
Potentially. 400 gold until his nullifier. I just don't really see how it's going to be very impactful, this nullifier.
Would you want Ags on him next?
No.
No.
Pure right click.
You don't want to be biting the
He needs the
lifestealer.
Basher and Satanic and AC.
Hookshot comes out. Ori
And
is
Ori's dead.
very much in trouble. Might get a kill before he ends up dying, and he will. All right. Get something out of it.
Yep, not bad. I guess they underestimated the healing capabilities of a Shroud a little bit.
That Shroud doing work.
Yeah, but still, a trade you will take any day of the week. Lash for clock. It's just a 5. I'm surprised he even got 500 gold for that kill.
That was a lot of
Dyer's
gold.
top tower is under attack.
And they're in a Roche.
Shard, it's cheese.
And you'll probably give that to the Void. I can
Shard?
see. You can give it to a couple of these heroes, but I can see the
Snapfire already
Void
bought
getting it.
his.
Yeah.
Clock already bought his. So it's literally only the Void
The
and
Legion's already
the
bought
Lina.
his, and
Yeah.
Lina doesn't want the increased cast range, I guess.
Yeah, it's better on Void.
Psychic Headband also picked up here for
Dyer's top tower is
LGD.
under
It's pretty good on Void because 400
Radiant's
cast range
bottom
is
tower
a big
under
deal.
attack.
It's not even about the reverse time one. Or well,
I mean,
it's
is,
it's
but-
there, but like the range too is quite significant.
Dyer's
Yeah,
structures
it's a nice
are
added benefit, and it's a 4-man smoke wraparound. Lash will be TPing into the fight.
Dyer's top
They're going to get on the Faith Beyond first.
Might be the last
Smoke
fight
gets
here.
broken, blink into the Hex, and now they're going to Euro Spike that lands on a 2, but the LSA comes in for nothing to say, and that's going to be up Poyoyo making the move forward, but he goes into the rage. They've got the Chrono on a 2, with the Mortimer's Kisses coming down for the finger to get the kill on Faith Beyond, and they'll get him. Poyoyo doesn't even die. He'll infest in a DY, and now they'll look over. Time walk in, time walk out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, but now you've been hexed up, Ame, trying to make a move in. Time walk forward, looking after DY. He's still infested, doesn't have the overgrowth to work with. He'll go in Viz, but they've got the dust, and now Poyoyo jumps out of this. He's got the scatter blast that's going to hit into Poyoyo and stunning him up. They've got themselves the hook shot coming in. The rage is going to be enough. Damage coming out on Ori. Ooh, Fire Snap Cookie, but that was avoided thanks to the Euros that we used onto Ame. Time dilation comes out, and only hits on a Poyoyo. Ori walking away. PYW in some trouble, but the forward step onto the high ground. They get the kill on a DY as well as this Lycan of Old 11. They did get the kill there onto the Legion Commander. Poyoyo almost able to start getting something done, but it's just too much here from LGD, and they're still working with an Aegis.
He just doesn't have enough damage on either the Lycan or the Lifestealer. And that fight was won, even though Armor chronoed 2 of his teammates as well. Lina was chronoed, and Legion Commander was chronoed as well. They just don't have the damage on VG anymore, honestly. Like, it's all about the Lash now. Once he has his BKB, maybe he can do it, but there's so much physical damage coming out from all these cores from the LGD side here.
Right.
You get dueled, you die. You get Lina stunned, you potentially just die.
Although you were in the Chrono, Poyoyo did survive.
He did. It's just, surviving is not enough. You need to kill, too.
Blink Hex coming through onto Y. They've got the Euro Spike to follow it up. Diabolic with the stun. They'll get themselves another pick off. That's gold going the way of Poyoyo. They're down 11,000 gold.
Dire are scanning.
Yep.
He's trying to build into that AC, and Lycan, he's got AC queued up as well.
Let's hope they communicate about that.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have double AC. Infest into the Lion.
They're going to wrap around. They might be able to find Jinkyu, but that's not the one that you're really looking for when you're
They
making
got him.
moves like this. They'll still get that kill regardless, and nothing to say. He'll have to back away. They'll take over the triangle. They'll start to push out top because there's still a tier 1 here.
Still have a glyph to the late, yep. And Sinkyu still got the bounty rune also.
Yeah. And a regen picked up for nothing to say.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this Lina, once the Satanic is up at 500 gold, I really do think he can just stand toe-to-toe with the Lycan. Like, no problem whatsoever. This Lycan cannot fight her anymore. And that's then the point where I just can't see VG taking any team fights unless they get a good Hex initiation on top of his Lina. But then you have Legion Commander who can save her.
Regeneration.
Itemized into a Shadow Blade on Legion Commander. Okay, okay. Looking for the best possible opportunity to jump in. Satanic now picked up. That means Overgrowth can be dispelled as well. And Void almost has a Skadi, has his own Satanic up as well. There's just too many good items on these two heroes. They didn't manage to kill them. Lina died once, Void 0 deaths. You can look at the net worth, you can see exactly why. It reflects there.
Has fallen.
They're so far ahead. 4-man smoke coming in from LGD.
And they have Chrono as well. And Void has enough money to buy the Skadi.
Poyoyo just TPing out. So he's bought into
Radiant's
the
top
Hyperstone
tower
of
is
that
under
AC.
attack.
Who did?
Poyoyo.
Yeah.
Lycan, he's still thinking about what he wants.
He cannot go in AC as well.
Ooh, not finding the Treant. Chrono used that Sonic Poyoyo. They weren't able to kill him in the last one. Now they've got the Hex coming through into PYW, so Earth Spike followed up. LSA, that's going to land. Force Staff back with the Laguna Blade hitting, and now he's going to infest into the Lion. Do they have any help coming in from DY? They'll get the kill into the Lion. They'll take up PYW on the other side of the fight. They've got themselves the duel. That's doing a hold of them. They'll eat the cheese on the Legion. They'll get the kill into Jinkyu, and now they're looking to the right click damage coming out of the DY. They find this Treant, Faith Beyond on the run with an Nullifier on him. Ori trying to get that kill, but unable to find it. Now they're going to time walk forward with time dilation hitting on Old 11 as well as Ori. 4 heroes start to march to the high ground, still looking to find anything they can, looking for a bash, finally finds it and takes out Old 11.
It was on the back of a very optimistic Chronosphere on the Lifestealer solo, didn't get the kill, and the fight was super split, which is basically the worst case scenario for LGD.
Yep.
It is still end up like what, 3-1. Both the cores are just sitting at full health.
Dire's middle
Void sitting at 4,000 health. That's actually ridiculous.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And
the
Lina's at
mid-setter
3k
axe.
herself. Yep.
Has fallen.
I think it's safe to say VG got a little bit too cute.
Throne's not down yet. Potentially, opportunity lies within the deficit that they're at.
Yeah, but you know, with knowledge comes power. I have the power to determine who's gonna win this game.
Nice burn.
It's gonna be LGD. How do you fight back now is the question. Because Lycan just kind of seems like a liability at this point. You picked it to counter the Lina, but Lina just hits you in your face and you have to run away.
Down 16k, I don't really see many answers.
Yeah, it's difficult because like you're supposed to be winning this mid game with this draft.
Right.
Like in late game, you get outscaled massively.
Dire's
I gotta admit,
bottom
Faith
tower
BN went
is
for a
under
little bit of a
attack.
griefy item build with the Shadow Blade. Like, we just go with Beak Heavy. I don't think they can ever kill him. But, you know, sometimes you have to feel yourself. It's part of life. And they're still winning. So, can't really fault them too much for it. That's a smoke around, but nice.
Hookshot comes in, that's going to land on an Ori. They've got the Rage pop up. Yo-Yo trying to get after this Clockwork, but they've got the press the attack. That's going to give him Magic Immunity for a moment. They've got the Mortimer Skis coming in as well as the right hooks from Nothing to Say. Heals up into the air. Overgrowth comes down onto 4. Nullifier out onto the Snapfire. They're going to try and get in onto this ViCi side, and they've got the duel. They look over. Old 11 in trouble. The stun coming out from this Lion is just not enough. So Old 11 falls. They'll get the kill on the DY. They'll take out 2. Ame unstoppable, and nothing lost here except for the Clockwork that gets fingered by PYW.
Yeah, the long range finger. They actually caught the Lina. But yes,
He's got the press the attack. He's got this magic immunity, but they're going to go to Fate Beyond. So now they don't have the magic
They killed
immunity.
Void
They don't
somehow.
have the Legion. They don't have the health, but they get the kill on that Ori. Now they're going to look over at Nothing to Say. That Nullifier is going to be thrown on the lead of the 2-man stun, but the Earth Spike coming in from PYW, and Nothing to Say falls. LGD throw the advantage from that fight.
CQ also in trouble here. They don't have vision anymore, do they? But they put a sentry down. Oh, can they dewater in the time? Nah, okay, they have spider legs anyway. There's a gem drop. How did Void die there? He was full health.
Gets ripped apart by the lockdown. I don't know how they lose all their heroes in that exchange.
I mean, they just went high ground, didn't respect the buyback. Can see it here again.
Stun hits from the Leshrac.
Yeah. How
Trying
does
to find
Void
this
die?
Earth Spike comes in again from PYW on multiple heroes, and they just rip him to shreds.
This Lina with Satanic, though, is still killing the Leshrac somehow. But yeah, it's a massive turnaround for VG. And
One that could be the start of something, but you're still down a lot. And Roche, though, it's up soon.
and 3.
If they get this Aegis,
Oh my
that's
God.
massive.
Is
Clockwork,
under
No,
attack.
PYW left just before it
Scouts it.
spawned.
Radiant's middle tower
they need to
has
check.
fallen.
If they knew it's up, they would get this Aegis right now. They need to go back in there. Oh,
They're not going to. They're
no.
marching forward.
Ay, 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 ay.
And now there's another Rocket Flare to check if ViCi were doing it.
Like, this would have been the comeback avenue. Trian is walking back in,
And they're going to spot it.
but it might be a little too late now. Void is up in 3.
Void's up at 3. Lina up in 14.
I feel like this Roche would have been dead if they went there right away, yeah? They had like 25 seconds on Void at the time. Missed opportunity there.
9K. They're starting to pull their way back in.
I just can't see LGD lose any of these team fights once their abilities are used properly.
That's the key phrase, though, used properly.
I mean, Faith BN will have to be kicking himself if they lose this game, because this is more like a pop item build.
BKB next for the Legion. They've
Lion?
struggled to kill Poyoyo, though, inside the Chrono.
He has the... It's a pretty deadly combination, this Bloodstone Shroud. You have so much spell lifesteal, this Leshrac could potentially be a big problem now.
So now into Roche
Yeah.
goes Ame.
VG need to fight this. They cannot kill them multiple times. No matter what they do, they need to fight this.
They're going to throw Wolf in there. They're going to see that this is about half health, but they need a commit. The
Double
problem is
Wolf bite.
committing into the Chrono. They'll have the Wolf bite, and that comes out on a Puyo with the hook shot as well as the LSA comes in. They've got the Nova as well as the Chrono. Here comes the Mortimer's Kisses coming down on a Puyo, but it's not going to be enough damage to him with the right hooks coming up from Ame. They finally do take the life stealer. He's going to buy back immediately. They'll take a PYW, so the lockdown from ViCi is gone. But it's right back into the fight as they got themselves the buybacks coming in from ViCi. They've got the Aegis on Ame, so killing off this Void twice is going to be a problem. With BKBB pop by Ori, they'll go after this Void. They've got the Hex, they've got the Finger. Can they get the first life out of his hands? LSA Infest, that's going to keep Ori alive for a moment, but the time walk over on a Boyoyo, it's still not enough. ViCi in trouble. JQ with a 4-man stun. That was beautiful, coming in with a scatter blast. All 11 dies. JQ's dead. Ame trying to rip him up as they get the kill on the DY. That's 2 years still without buyback. They've got the right clicks on a Boyoyo. Face behind around him. They'll get the kill out of the life stealer. They should be able to take this game and even the series at 1. What a play by that Snapfire. Put everything on the line with that shard, just stuns them all.
Yeah, a quad stun from a... What Scatter Blast? I've not seen that before.
Amazing!
And then a sick cookie follow-up as well. No buybacks on 2 of the cores, and it should probably be GG. Well played.
Dire's middle tower is
Dropped the ball once, but very clean
They
game.
needed to go into that Roche earlier.
Yeah. Leshrac getting ripped to pieces, and we're just waiting for the magic letters. There they are. GG, well played.
LGD even this series, and we'll be going to a Game 3. LGD, except for maybe that one fight over bottom, for the most part, looked pretty clean.
I mean, they just walked high ground without any vision. Lesh with a life steal and Fester was waiting there.